The Regis are an interesting set of Pokemon, all made of different materials and brought to life. But how were they made? Well, I imagine it went a little something like this. Heading back to the Caveman Stone Age, we got Regirock. So this guy is like really top heavy. He's got big shoulders, massive shoulders, kind of small head. His chest is definitely larger than the lower half of his body. Make this real big. Maybe adjust it a little bit so that's a little more in the center. Yeah, like that. Yeah, let's start with this shape. Let's see what we get from here. So the head is going to be like a little extra bit that sticks out the top here. I guess kind of that shape. Let's give him his eyes. Behold, the letter H. So Regirock's quite beefy, a strong fella, like a caveman. So we got to give him massive arms. Like super beefy. Like this gun show, not enough. We need it bigger. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, right? So shoulder-wise, you got some pretty sharp, orange pointy shoulders. Really tall Ultra Magnus style. Maybe this could work, and make them as large as we can. I mean, that's the start of something. If we could embed it inside of the arm, that'd be a lot better. But because it has this flat base, I don't know if that's going to work too well. This will, however, be pretty good for the spikes on the back. What we could do, we could have these bone pads around it. Yeah, let's use these to hide the start of the points. Maybe that will make it look a lot nicer. You know what, let's leave that there for the moment. Let's see how it is once we color it. Let's move on to the legs while we're here. So Regirock has fairly short legs, to be honest. They're pretty short, like barely even have any knees. So maybe if we do something like this. I mean, it's not entirely wrong. Just gotta make this a lot larger. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. Right, let's try coloring. Maybe we can save this. Yeah, a bit like that. A bit like that. I don't think any of these patterns are doing what we want here. So let's add some pads. Put that there. Put another one down here. Put you there. There we go. Honestly, for a first attempt, it's not awful. Oh, this texture makes it look really rocky, like cobblestone. Oh, there we go. I'm happy with this. This looks like a rock. Hopefully you can move okay with those short little legs. This guy's on the way to the gym. Only gonna work biceps and triceps, nothing else. Me in the club when comes on. You know what? I'm happy with it. You can tell it's Regirock. What do you mean needs a mouth? Where? Don't tell anyone, but it communicates through its shoulders. Oh my god, don't do that! What's wrong with this guy? I guess it attacks through its shoulders now? You have dislocated your shoulder like 60 times. Oh, stop that! Please! Stop that! Yeah, those shoulders are broken. Those shoulders are broken! And I'm not gonna fix them. You are perfect the way you are, Spore Regirock. I love you, Spore Regirock. Okay, serious question. How do you pronounce this guy's name? I hear Regice or Regice. Which is it? So it's essentially one big ice crystal. So we gotta make this boy long and thick. And then with a little point at the top. This just looks like a big pimple. Let's give you your epic eyes. There we go. Now this is looking like Regice. Let's try the arms. I got no idea how I'm gonna do this. But let's give it a try. It kind of looks like Regice just has no elbows. Yoink. Now you got no elbows. How does it feel? This this looks wrong. 3 little fingers sticking out at the very end. I mean, that's how fingers look. So a sort of similar situation. Regice has no knees. Yoink, no knees. And then bring you a bit further down. Oh, there we go. That is actually... You know what? That's actually pretty good. Looking a bit like Humpty Dumpty. Let's add the little spikes we got on the back as well. Let's do that and bring the spikes back out this way. I mean, there we go. Honestly, it wouldn't be so bad if I could get the head to be a little more angular. If I do something like this, emulate what an angle could be. No, that just looks like a pirate hat. I guess we gotta stick with this. I mean, that's not too bad. It's sort of the right color. The head is bothering me so much though. It's just bold. And before we forget, let us hide a mouth somewhere. Let's just hide it in the back of the arms there. There we go. No one will know. Oh my god. Yep, they're broken. They're broken. Let's see you move around. Oh, what? You are not meant to walk like this. You know what? Regice has yellow eyes. Let's try putting yellow eyes on this. See if that can fix anything. Oh my god, that is terrifying. I mean, it gives it the yellow eyes we're looking for. I'm sorry, Regice. I tried my best. I really did. Coming in at the last of the original 3, we got Registeel. Registeel's a bit of an orb, and I specialize in orbs. Let's make this guy round. Let's do the eyes now. There we go, perfect start. This, you can tell this is Registeel, right? Right? Alright, next this dude has some really weird arms. They're pretty small arms to begin with, but then they get pretty large at the end. There we go. Your long fingers. Oh, it has thumbs. No, I didn't know it had thumbs. Ooh. In the meantime, maybe this will have to do. We get our long fingers this way if you ignored the fact that half of them are claws. There we go. Just imagine their fingers. Let's add that there. Oh, you can jump. They're fairly thick legs. No toes. A bit like that. And it's got a weird little sort of skirt down there as well. Maybe with this, might need to remove the legs for a brief moment in time. Let's put them up here for now. Put that there. There we go. That's something. Let's not forget the shoulders as well. We got big shoulders here. Plop that down like that, make him a little larger. Okay, maybe not that large. You know what? That's not too bad, actually. The worst part about it is that you can't see the eyes. Maybe if I make the eyes red instead? The only thing I can think of when it comes to the red eyes is replacing it with this. Honestly, I thought it'd look awful, but it's actually an improvement. Apart from the fact that it blinks, it actually works pretty well, I want to say. A little lopsided, but that's okay. Some posture correction could fix that, maybe. Could have been a lot worse. Oh, I forgot about the mouth. Alright, again, we're going to hide it in the shoulders. Just don't tell anyone they're in the shoulders, alright? The shoulders are the secret. Moving on to the big boy, the leader, we got Regigigas. It is sort of like one long bean-esque shape as well. So let's try that. Now I'm going to jump straight into doing something weird. The head crest it's odd. And all the eyes are on it, so I think the best way to approach this is by making it out of an arm. So, this is gonna be very weird. But please believe in me on this. Please trust my instinct. Oh no. Ooh, I'm not too sure about this. Before we forget, let's add in the little bushes that we got here as well. Got some moss. I mean, that does help a little bit, actually. That does help. Let's add the long arms that we got around here. I mean, they look so weird when they're at their normal size. I forget how large I make these things sometimes. Okay, that's sort of like the right shape. Ignore that they're webbed. Please don't pay attention to the fact that they're webbed. That's not too bad, actually. Somehow this is looking like... I don't know how, but somehow this is looking like Regigigas. I am surprised. I am genuinely surprised. I thought this would be the most awful thing. But actually making the arm the head has worked out a little well in our favor. I don't think we can add any more parts. I think this is this is Regigigas, I guess. We got a lot of work to do in the painting. Right, after having taken a look through everything, I think this small gold splodge on what is meant to be the whole head gets the point across well enough. Compared to everything else, this is probably the best we can get. Alright, time for a walk. I've never seen someone walk like this. No effort is in the legs, all in the hips. No wonder they're the leader. Oh my god, do not do that with your head, please. Oh my god. There is no saving you now. We gotta put you back into that tomb. Don't let him out for another 1,000 years at least. Alright, now we got the new boys, starting with Regieleki. The body is mostly an orb, so we're going back to orb, hell yeah. It's actually quite a small Regi as well, if I remember correctly. It's like, maybe about this big? The arms are what worry me the most here, though. Because the arms are so wide and massive, it's like, it takes up most of the space for this Pokemon. It can make him go about that far, which, honestly, is pretty decent. Let's try. Oh, yeah. That is... I guess that makes sense. Ooh, I've ruined it. Let's add the eyes before I forget. Let's go back to the red eyes. Down here. This just looks like an evil cosmic horror now. Let's also not forget, there is a little bit of body down here before we get to the legs. So let's... like a little bit of body. A bit like that, yeah. It's got very little tiny legs. A bit like this. A bit like ostrich legs. Because they are a bit dappy in a way. There we go. A bit like that. That's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. I can see that this is Regieleki, although I need to figure out how to get those spikes on the top of its head. We might need more arm. Do that, and let's see what happens if I make these as wide as possible. Okay, that's promising. Make it meet in the middle. You know what? That's honestly better than what I was expecting. Alright, let's try and add the blue tubing. There we go. You know what? This is an okay attempt, I think. So first of all, we gotta make this dude yellow as hell. Let's see, can we make the pads blue? We can't get the pads to be blue. Let's try and replace it with something else. That didn't work out as intended. Alright, let's see how that looks in painting. Oh, lots better. Look at that. That is so much better. We got the actual blue. You know, it kind of looks like a crab. He's having a good time. This is literally the idle animation. We could not have gotten this more spot on. And of course, don't forget, the mouth is hidden. Into the arms we go. And the mouth was never found again. Oh no. I feel like that was immediately a mistake. Okay, we may have ruined it. You know what? Out of all of the ones we've done today, this one might actually be the best. Alright, last one of the bunch, we got Regidrago. This one I have no idea what I'm going to do for, by the way, because it's a giant mouth. And I don't know how to split the mouth into two. Let's see how large I can make it. Let me try something silly. Can I do this? I make the bottom lip as small as possible, and then drag it over this way, then turn it around, and then make it so it's like that. Does that work? I don't know, would you say this work? Oh, oh, this is a tough one. No, that's not gonna work. Let's try again. Let's start from the beginning. I think what I'm gonna need to do, I'm gonna need to turn arms into mouths. Oh, but then again, it's not large enough if I do it from arms. This is tricky. I really don't know what to do about this one. Let's start from there. Okay, let's start from there. Let's try and make the teeth a bit like this sort of shape. They do not like pointing in the direction I want them to go. There we go, that's a start. I'm gonna need big angry dragon eyes for up here, but only on this side. Let me rotate, let me make that a little larger. There we go. Let's bring another one down here for the other side. Definitely something. Oh, and let me add these spikes for the top here. Yeah, like that. Okay, this is coming together now. Let's get those blue eyes in. And let's add those little legs, because it's got very short legs. Fortunately, we don't have to worry too much about these. There we go, that's actually not too bad. Is that it? That might actually be it. So I want to color in the arms completely. Let's see if we can do that. That is fairly close, in a way. Oh my god, it looks like a Picasso painting. Alright, I think this is the most I can actually cover with the black paint. I think this might be the best we're gonna end up with. Oh my god, that looks so awkward. Oh, okay, go for the ground then. Go for the ground. I was not expecting that. Okay. I've seen some weird walks, but this is somehow weirder than Regice's. This one was a real tough one to deal with, honestly. Without being able to use an actual mouth, it does make it hard to make a giant mouth on this creature. But I think we kind of got it across. I hope so, at least. Oh, that reminds me. We got to add in the actual mouth. And where else is a better place than inside the mouth itself? You know, I won't lie, that kind of works. Okay, that's a little awkward. Hey, do you hate my Spore creatures and want to torture them? Well, now you can download them on my Sporepedia, because I've uploaded everything. From this video and from all the previous ones, which you can also find in this playlist. Thanks for watching!